Welcome to the April 2022 unboxing of the Best Bead Box. Best and XL will be doing in this unboxing. This month we are going to the Garden of Eden, and every month you guys will see we have an insert, and so I do a little story time here and I read the insert. Travel to the Garden of Eden, where you'll be surrounded in rich coppers, lush greens, and natural stones. Create the Eden leather wrap and take a little bit of this paradise with you wherever you go. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start unboxing and look at all the fun goodies we got this month. In our Garden of Eden box, the first thing that you will see when you open up that beautiful box is the Eden leather wrap bracelet. So you're also going to get that stack of patterns that'll be on top. And you have the lovely insert here, which will, if you flip it over here, it'll list the items. Now, Garden of Eden comes with that Eden leather tile wrap. So this is our pattern here. And what do we have included in the box for this month? Oh yeah, here's the actual bracelet too, if you want to see the actual bracelet.
The first thing, our
tiles.
It
looks very nice printed too. So we have some tiles. We have some 2-hole tiles. And with this leather wrap here, it's like a lot of other leather wraps, so the technique is going to be very similar, but we're mixing it up with some 2-hole beads and some gemstones. So you can see here a selection of some of the 2-hole beads. These are just tiles, which you've probably used in a lot of other bead weaving projects if you've done that before. And then what else do we have?
Some beautiful gemstones.
Some gemstones. Are those a 6mm guys?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then we also have some gemstones here. And so you'll get a 6mm gemstone. These are just 1 hole, of course. The gemstones don't have 2. So mixing it up here with some nice earthy tones. And that's what's so nice about this, is it's really nice, down to earth. You've got, and let's see those seed beads.
Do you want them out of the bags?
I don't think we need them out of the bag. We can see them here in the bracelet too.
Colors. Oh, they're above this. They're too high.
There you go. So we have some browns, some creams. This is, this color is, I forget exactly what the name of that color. It's a nice olive green. So we've got, and then you see it all together.
I don't think it's hawthorn, but it's similar.
It's not hawthorn, no. Something that's really all year round, very versatile, with that brown and the green. And if you use the green dragon thread like we did, then you have a little bit more of that color pop in there. That's something that's also really fun to do with your leather wraps, is to play with the color of the thread that you're using. Just because you use a brown color cord doesn't mean that you have to use a brown or a black color thread. A lot of times with our projects, we like the thread to blend in and we don't want to see it, and we do everything we can to hide it and make sure that nobody can tell that we threaded this together. But here with the leather wrap, that's kind of a point of pride. Like, you want to show the stitch work that you did, and it just adds to just like the charm of that. So go ahead and use like a bolder color. Use a gray, a green, a white, and that'll just kind of add to to like the homemade charm of it.
It reminds me of
kind of rustic and
and it reminds me of like beachy friendship bracelets.
Yeah, exactly.
When you use the bright colors on the outside, and that's what I like about it.
Yeah, so doing something like this really elevates that from just something that we used to something that we use to stand out and actually use as part of our design.
And you get it with your bracelet.
Yeah, and so we included this. It's a little spool of the green. So you'll have the green if you want to do just like what we did. It's a pretty leafy green too. Yeah,
I really like it.
Yeah, and then with the 3 different color seed beads, you get to play around with patterns. So you can see here we did a little pattern where we have a box, made a little box with the darker color, and we have some stripes. So you're really just playing around with color and pattern and having fun with that. Something that's really just make it your own.
And then you get a cup button and 2mm leather.
Yes, 2 feet. Two
2
millimeter,
millimeter.
2 millimeter
2 feet.
thickness, and you
Yeah.
get a couple of feet of it. Yep, and that's exactly what we used here. And you can see with the cup button, we actually showed you also how to add a cup button here. So the cup button has actually smaller holes than the leather will fit through. So we've shown you a different way, an alternative way to add a button on if you have buttons and leather, and of course you can't fit the leather through your button. Yeah, I love the whole
So
like
cute.
overall vibe of this. Great for the summer coming up and something just kind of all year round you can wear. Yeah,
Lovely.
yeah. And now what else do we have in our box?
Stash beads.
Stash beads.
One thing I like about the stash, the first stash bead is that you can use it with your bracelet if you want to.
Yeah, so these are disco balls. So these are Potomac crystal disco balls, lots of shiny facets. So if you're looking to do something maybe not quite as natural, quite as natural vibe as it is the way that we've packed it for you, go ahead and substitute these disco balls and you'll get something a little bit more sparkly if that's your vibe. And if you so the different beads that you use, sometimes it's hard to get them exactly the same size, or maybe you want to use 8 millimeter and a 6 millimeter together. So in that case, if you have beads that are going to be a little bit wider than some of the other ones, you can easily accommodate those by simply adding a seed bead on either side of the smaller bead, or you can also increase the number of seed beads that you're using here when you're just picking up the seed beads by themselves. So adjust the other beads that you're using based on the width of the largest, widest bead.
And if you don't want to do that, you'll have a freeform look.
Yeah, you have a little like ripply
little
bracelet.
wiggle.
Yeah, which is fine too.
I've done them before. And then you get these these
are teardrops. Drops. Yeah.
6 by, I don't know.
Yeah, they're hiding behind me though currently. Oh. Yeah, so we also have some teardrops. They're great for tons of different things. We have videos using them. But again, you can also use these in your wrap bracelet if you want. Also, of course, great for earrings, necklace, bracelets, all kinds of things. So very versatile.
Crimp beads.
Yeah. So these are something that I thought was really interesting to include. I'm getting some of the antique copper pieces in this box. These are crimp beads. And so crimp beads, I've actually seen people use crimp beads like this as beads.
I do it.
Yeah. They are, of course, made to be crimped. So they're going to be very squishable. So that's the only thing I would caution you about if you're going to use them as a bead, as a little tube.
Spacer.
Yeah, but they do actually make nice little spacers. Or of course, they're perfect. They're obviously great to use them as the crimp beads themselves. And you can use them in a number of different ways. So you don't have to only use them the way that you might normally think to use a crimp bead. You can actually use them to hold another bead in place on a piece of wire. So if you have regular beading wire, go ahead and put the bead down that you'd like to, or go ahead and string a crimp bead on first. You're going to want to string a crimp bead on first, and then the bead. And then, yeah, let's do a little tutorial. So you're going to just put the crimp bead on either side of the bead and squish it so that we hold it in place. I've got some of my handy PotomacBeads pliers here as Jenny strings. So these crimp beads are longer than usual. Usually we typically use like the 2x2, 1.5 by 1.5. So this is a little bit longer, skinnier. So it does also kind of do double duty as a bead if you wanted to use it like a little tube. And so what you're going to do is just simply squish that flat and make sure that you have nice pliers that don't have any grooves, because if you have anything with a groove, you're going to then imprint that groove quite possibly on that bead, and you don't want that texture. And then we're going to go in here and crimp this on the other side. And then you can see we have essentially like an illusion. So you can create a really fun necklace or bracelet just by crimping beads in place on your wire. This is also a really great way to make a cute pair of drop earrings. So you put your, so you put your little bead, crimp it in place there, and then you can use a knot cover or another crimp bead or something like that at the top. So yeah,
That's cute.
yeah, really fun. So getting that antique copper in there.
Oh,
so what else do we have?
Antique copper jump rings.
Jump rings are always handy. It's one of those things that when you don't have them, you really miss them because you use them for almost every piece of jewelry you make. Great for all kinds of things. So these are open, which means that you can open and close them. And if you are not familiar with it, all you're going to do is just grip on either side of that little slit there where it's cut and twist. And so you open it like a little slinky is kind of how I like to think about it.
And you also get eye pins.
Yeah, and so we included some eye pins. We did some bracelets with the rest of the fulfillment team here, and it was really fun because we got to see like what people were making. And one of the things that I did with the eye pin, if you need a quick little clasp, you can very easily, I found some happy pliers.
Must be her good pair.
Must be the one she doesn't want anyone else to take. So I made a very quick little, what is it called? Hook. A little hook. So I've already got the hook or the loop at this end. And so I just I crimped my wire to this end, and I made a little hook by just simply bending this down. So I have it like a little crook, you can see, and then bending it up. So it looks kind of like that. And then, because you have more than you really need there, of course, you have cutters over there? No cutters.
Not a single pair?
Not a single pair here, there, anywhere? Okay.
Oh, they might be right there. You see that right there?
Oh, they're over there. Just out of reach. Okay. Importance of always having your tools handy. Then I just cut off that extra that I don't need. And then all I'm going to do here is just squish this down a little bit. So you can see it's just a quick little hook. And this here, because it's an eye pin, it already has that eye. So you can use this to attach to the bracelet. And then you've got the little hook on the other side there. Jump ring on the other side. And you've got a quick and easy little clasp. So there's just an alternative way to use a head or an eye pin if you don't have
you could also, if you wanted to, you could use the crimp bead as a decoration at the
That's very cute. Yeah. So we're making a whole bracelet just out of findings. That also brings to mind another one of my favorite things to do with jump rings is to simply string them. So I'll show you quickly on this.
Spacer.
Yeah. If you want to get a couple other stash beads out.
What about your disco balls? I'll name mine to be able to see them.
This is actually one of my favorite. I'm going to use the disco balls here.
Yeah,
but
we only have
one
these two left.
One of my favorite ways to use the jump rings is to just string them on and use them as little spacers or like little, but this is good because this is tapered at the end.
Love knot bead.
Yeah. So you can see now next to this bead here, the teardrop that is tapered at the end. So it kind of fits into the jump rings. And so then you've got something fun that moves around and it adds some texture. It's just really a fun fun way to use them.
I like it.
And you always get a ton of them. So yeah, it's just a fun little suggestion there for you. Remember to post on Facebook and show us what you do with your box stash beads, because I'm sure you guys are going to think of a lot of fun ways to use these things, more than just the one or two things we're showing you now.
You also are going to get storm duos, right?
Drop duos?
Drop duos.
Drop duos. Yeah, so we have some drop duos here. A nice neutral color that goes with a lot of different things. You can also, they're 2 holes, but you can also use them in the leather wrap if you're interested. You don't have to put everything in the leather wrap. We keep pushing the leather wrap. But it's a nice, easy bead to use in a lot of designs. Easy to make into some really fun little shapes, little hearts. Of course, you can pick them up in a round and just make like a cute little flower shape. You could use them as well in conjunction with this drop. Lots of fun things. And I really like the mixed metals look. So we have some silver. There's a lot of warmth in this box with a lot of the warm tones. So what I wanted to do is also throw some cool in there for you. And a lot of people love silver. So you've got some mixed metal looks here.
And this is one of my favorites of the box. Tulips.
Yes. So a little tulip bead.
Put them here.
Yeah. So this, we do sell this online already. This is not a new bead, but it's not one that we featured a whole lot. And it's just an adorable little bead. And you don't have to do much to it. It's perfect stringing bead. Just go ahead and put it on your eye pin. And then you can use the bottom here to add a couple little things to hang down, like the center. You could just do a little drop. And that would be a lovely little pair of earrings. So not the kind of thing that you have to do a whole lot to make it special. It's already kind of cute and special on its own.
I just realized one other thing. If you want, you could paint eyes on it, and it'll be an instant owl. Right?
That is kind of adorable. Yeah.
You could get your little gold pen out, your little gold paint marker, put some little gold eyes on it.
It's actually super cute, and I never even thought of it. That's adorable.
Oh, one more thing you get to put your beads in.
Yeah, so this is a combination of a little triangle tray, and I'm going to go ahead and call it a scoop as well, because look at this.
This is what we do with it.
Boom, picked up all those beads. So you can do lots of fun things with it. Or I should say it'll hold lots of fun things for you. And just a super handy little thing to have. So we wanted to send you one of those.
And it's
flocked. Yes, and it has a
that.
nice like flocked, sort of like felted look feel to it. So it helps prevent your beads from rolling too much, as well as just kind of softens the noise, because when you have beads rolling around in there, one of my pet peeves is hearing things clunking around. Yeah. So very nice all around. And we do sell them in packs of 5, I believe, online. So we're sending you one. If you need if you need 6, go get it back online. Okay, so is that it? That's the best box. And then so if you get the XL box, you're also going to be getting some more stash beads, as well as the philodendron earrings. Philodendron earrings, aptly named because they look like little philodendron leaves. And I've been wearing these a lot.
Yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah. So let's bring these bad boys down here. Let's scoot this stuff out of the way. These are large and in charge and just super fun. This is using, I have to look inside. It's kind of, I want to say it's kind of like a brick stitch, but it's not really. Because as I was looking at how she did it, you're starting with the center and you're working out. But I like the way that she's adding the beads here. So you kind of making a fringe, and then you're connecting
it again.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's kind of a different technique, something really interesting to, for those of you who like to design. It gives you some kind of like new technique in your basket, your tool
repertoire,
belt, your tool
your
belt.
repertoire.
I was gonna say your bucket.
Your bucket.
Your
Put this in
skill
your
bucket.
skill bucket.
Put this in your skill bucket.
Your head container.
That's a good one. Yeah. And these are cute, the leaves that you're gonna get. So you've got a cute little very leafy leafy box
put them
here.
together. I took away all your pretty beads, but look, I got left you with a pretty empty space.
No, this is good. This is great. So for the philodendron earrings, you're going to get some 4mm gemstones, if I can say it.
I love the moss agate.
Yeah. So you're going to get a 4mm round, and that, of course, if you want to do this with any other kind of bead, you don't have to use a gemstone. We went with the gemstone because we love gemstones. And something like a natural gemstone always has a lot of pretty variety to it. But if you want to do something more solid, go ahead and get a 4mm check glass or a 4mm pearl. They would be really lovely in pearls, and it would be a lot more formal. So depending on the materials, yeah, you're going to make it more formal or more casual. And then you're going to get an 8mm seed bead. And we've got a pretty, yeah, so we're sticking with these really pretty greens, some warm colors, so that you've got this really nice lush green look. And they're really fun to wear too. And like I said, if you try different materials, this is very earthy and very summery. If you do the same design, mix up the materials, you can make it more formal. I also see this as a nice wedding piece if you do it in pearls.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
very outstanding.
Yeah. And so that is the philodendron.
Wait, you also
get
you get your set of ear findings.
Yeah. So the earrings, we're sending you this little ear finding pack. So you've got the ear wires, of course. So you've also got the backs, and you have some of the wire guards. So if you want to use wire guards, Allie has not used them here. You don't have to, but this little pack has all the pieces that you need. And if you prefer to do gold or silver, we've got both of them in there.
That's a good touch. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and you've got 2 pairs in there, so you've got an extra pair for whatever else you want to do. Now, stash beads.
What do you have next? The big leaf?
So we have, let's talk about the leaf.
Well, I love these too. All the leaves and flowers in this box.
So we included, so this is on the site. This is new. We ripped that puppy open. Yeah, so this is a nice leaf in this pretty topaz color. So picking up some more of the earth tones, some of the browns and earth tones from before. We were playing around, and one of the girls here made a really cute little pendant. And I think she used the head pin or the
oh, nice. Fits through there.
Yeah. So what she did was she just took what's the name of this? I'm drawing a blank. Eye pin. She took the eye pin and just put it through the hole here. And you've already got that little loop there of the eye pin. So then you can add little dangles or something, a little tassel, whatever you want to add. And so she embellished the front of this using that eye pin, and she bent it up and then added a loop to the top here.
It's very cute.
Yeah. So that's a really easy way to hang something like this that's drilled at the top here and doesn't have a hole running from bottom to top. Easy little way to make a pendant. So really pretty.
And then you get almost matching apricot,
little
apricot
crystal
colored crystals.
Yeah, so these are, again, harkening back to some of the pretty coppers that we were using in the best box. I also want to bring in, you've got these, you'll have extra seed beads. So you can use, these beads look really nice together. All these colors look really nice with the apricot. So we're getting a really like natural vibe in this box.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And I saved these for last.
Okay, and then we are giving you a full pack of these. These are really fun. And
Coffee
these are
beans.
coffee beans. So it wouldn't be Eden without coffee beans. Every morning in Eden, you have to wake up and get some coffee beans. These are new to the website. They are adorable coffee beans. I don't know how else to say them. They're
Check glass. Did you say
check
that?
glass. No, I didn't say that. Thank you. Check glass coffee beans. So you're gonna get one of a variety of roasts. We have a light roast, an espresso roast, and I think one of them was a hazelnut roast.
Nice.
So I had a lot of fun naming them. And I actually just ran out of coffee this morning, so maybe I'll take some of these home with me.
Not for human consumption.
Not for human consumption. Yeah, let's make sure we put that disclaimer out there. Also, I know I keep saying it, but it would be so cute on a wrap bracelet.
Oh, it would. I didn't even think about adding that one in there, but it would work too.
Yeah. Just put one on a little head pin and, show a little everyday, I need my coffee earrings. Yeah.
Show the love.
Yeah. And they look nice with this bead too. Yeah. Cute. So. Oh, bonus pattern! So the bonus pattern for this month is wire wrapped Rivoli earrings. We have tons of Rivolis. We've included them in past boxes. So you're going to get this awesome pattern that shows you how to, with a little bit of wire, well, not a little bit, you're actually going to need about 40 inches and 20 inches of the larger. So with a good amount of wire, you can take a Rivoli and make a beautiful and pretty simple little bezel. It's adorable too because I love that she's taking this fireworking and then making it into a bezel that really you can adapt for any size. You're using a 14 millimeter if you're following the instructions exactly as we have them. But you can easily adapt this for any other size Rivoli.
And probably some cabochons.
Yeah, and really anything that you want to, because what you're doing is essentially just learning how to make something with a prong on it, so you can then envelop another bead, cabochon, really whatever you want to insert in there. And so then you know how to make your own custom little bezel, which is a very handy thing to know. Yeah. So, yeah. This puts me in mind to go to the coffee shop, sit there with my philodendron earrings in, maybe
surrounded by houseplants.
Yeah, this is a very calming vibe, I think. So, yeah, I really enjoy this one. I enjoy all of them, but yeah, I hope that the boxes, as you get them, they kind of transport you mentally into a different vibe, into a different state, so that for a little bit you can kind of travel in your mind, a little vacation. This is someplace. Maybe this is Costa Rica. Maybe I'm taking a trip to Costa Rica here.
Even with your coffee.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. My big, lush plants, my coffee. All I need is like a little check glass houseboy to like deliver things to me.
You're set.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. We definitely enjoyed it and enjoyed going through it again, and we got a whole lot of new inspiration. So hope you guys were inspired. Please comment below and let us know what you thought about the box, and remember to share our pictures on our Facebook so that we can see all the wonderful things that you guys are making. Now, also remember, every month we do a giveaway. I don't have a sample to show you, but that makes it all the more exciting, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is every month we do a giveaway. You have to comment below, and by Monday, what we'll do is the Monday after that this posts and is on YouTube, go ahead and comment, and on that Monday, we're going to pick 2 people who are going to get a free little goodie bag. It will be beads and findings, I promise. Nothing you don't want. I should specify.
It's going to be good stuff. The
It's
last
gonna be
time
good
there
stuff.
were some good exclusives.
I gave some exclusives. Yeah, so a nice little batch of beads and findings.
Maybe
it could be
storage.
anything. You never know what I'm gonna pick. It could be storage. It could be anything. A little goodie bag of beads that will complement the box. So even if you don't get the box, we're not going to check. Go ahead and comment, share, tell your friends to comment if they would like to win the goodie bag. But we will pick 2 people on Monday, the Monday after this first is posted on YouTube. And this is posted on a Friday. So if you're watching it when it's posted, it's Friday. You have all weekend into Monday, and on Monday we will pick 2 people. Thanks for joining us. Hope you guys enjoy playing around with all the wonderful things you got in the box. And we will see you on Facebook, YouTube. We will see you next time that we are live or creating a wonderful video for you. Have a wonderful day.
Bye.